Chapter 6. Do you have to be attractive to find romance? No one probably needs to be attractive to find romance if he or she has enough money, since money has a way of bringing some of us closer and more into communication in one way or another, if that's really the route we want to go. But there's no need for us to think that money talks and ugliness walks. So let's look a little further into it. You are an okay-looking guy, maybe even a little above average, and don't particularly have any problem getting to know attractive girls. You step into a favorite neighborhood pub and take a seat at the bar. It's early, and the live entertainment hasn't arrived yet. You haven't been in for a while and notice a striking blonde you haven't seen in the place before. She's taking drinks from the bar and serving them to people at tables. You think quick, slide off your bar stool and move closer to where she is putting the drinks on a tray at the bar. She sees you and briefly smiles in your direction, with her long platinum blonde hair flowing a few inches down her back. A couple gulps of your drink will hopefully relax you a bit and take the edge off your nervousness about wanting to get to know the hot blonde cocktail waitress. There are a few other acceptable females inside, and you predict that more will come in as the evening continues. But something tells you that none of them will even come close to the exquisite beauty, charm and grace of the new blonde. You make your moves while the evening is still young. You exchange names and a few other social graces with her while it's still quiet enough for conversation. While letting out a long breath of satisfaction, you envision the place closing late in the morning after you have built the rapport with her to a more than acceptable level for taking her home with you. Others are starting to meander and mingle in the friendly bar and find seats. A handful of musicians are setting up to provide some live entertainment. Life is good, you tell yourself while gazing helplessly at the curvy blonde with a long beautiful hair. You'll have to make the drinks last. It's going to be a long but pleasant night until closing, and you will have to have your faculties about you in order to be capable of smoothly ushering her to your car for that short trip home. One of the newcomers is going through the crowd and saying hello. He is short and homely, almost repulsive looking. Okay, let's be honest here. He actually lends a new meaning to the term, but ugly as sin. The rat's nest seen as his hair is all over the place, and the gaps between his rotting teeth are so wide you could almost park your car in there. But he has a charming and witty personality to make up for what most could describe only as grotesque. He works the crowd for a bit and stops at the bar between you and the blonde. He smiles at you and makes small talk. Tonight is my night to party, he says to you with a smile. I'll stay up all night. I can sleep tomorrow. You nod and return the smile, noticing how the blonde dwarfs him. As he steps away, you notice your belly jiggling, and you have a hard time not laughing aloud. The blonde glances at you and smiles. You gleam at her with all the confidence in the world, lean your head in the direction of the short homely guy and roll your eyes a bit. Her smile widens and she nods. Yes, she says, he's my boyfriend. Your joy suddenly turns to a morbid paralysis, and you want to moan and sob. She turns from you in a love-filled motion with her tray of drinks, not even stopping to give you the consolation of a pity hug. With a feeling that all eyes in the place are upon you and laughing hysterically, you painfully slide off the bar stool and slump in dejection and take those agonizing slow steps toward the door. Okay, so life has its disappointments. The ugly short guy that looks like he just escaped from a homeless shelter has somebody up there looking out for him, in addition to his charm that makes up for his being so unattractive. No need to punish yourself by hanging around and watching them leave together with their hands uncontrollably all over each other. Time to move on.